Come. Oh, what remains of Edith Finch is 2 hours. Alright, that's fine by me. Yeah, this game. So previously, I've not had a good my ears. I haven't been one to enjoy simulators. My previous one is the best of the best, so no one nears. Like a lot? Sure. No sensitivity options? Oh my god, this hurts. Oh. Sorry, gotcha.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna... start at the beginning, with the house.
You gotta zoom. Is she a cyborg?
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Final notice. Can I take them? Bring them to the house? No?
I hadn't been
It's
back
fine.
since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Need it. No trespassing. Property is protected by the video surveillance. Trespassers will be prosecuted.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. That's left or right? Always left. Had a doubt. Always left. Whoops. My bad, I didn't know why I did it as well. Just pressing everything. So I'm not gonna go out of my way to get the achievements. At least the first playthrough. I know that there is a character or a chapter selection. Just gonna beat the game, and if I get him, I get him. That's all. Well, I keep doing it. How old are we anyway? 1999? I don't know when this game came out. Mother died. Where's Mother? I don't know. I don't see Mother on this tree, so. Oh, Dawn. Okay, so at least 17. That was a couple months ago, so maybe 18.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
I don't think that's how trees work. Can I play oops? Press some B-ball up in here. gonna go with no. Will you drive?
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words
17.
were. I was afraid of the house.
Alright. Wheelchair accessible. The future. Aries.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Alright then. Thanks, Mom. Lift? No? Alright. You don't have any guidance? You're 17. You're gonna crawl in? Alright, it's fine.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Is everyone dead in your family? Yes. You could probably close it before you left. That's fine. I understand.
The power had been turned off
Got
the night
switch,
we
baby.
left.
Alright, never mind.
For the first time in years,
Yep.
I felt like I was home.
So did you move all the books to the kitchen
But
before you
instead
guys
of
left?
a family, there were just memories of one. Like how
And
only
had
one
Chinese?
restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
389 Storecrop Ave, Wilkes Island, Washington? Washington.
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Apple pie. What do we got here? In a saucepan, combine the apples. Water? An L or a T? Water and lemon juice. Cook over medium-low heat just until the apples are tender. Remove from the heat and cool. Do not drain. In a large bowl, combine the sugars, flour, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and salt. Add apples and toss the coat. Place bottom pastry in pie plate. Add an apple mixture. Cover with top pastry. Seal and flute edges. Cut slits into top crust. Bake at 450 degrees for 10 minutes. Reduce heat to 350. Bake 35 to 45 minutes until. It's not until. Something longer or until golden brown. 68 servings. Alright then. Nothing here. It's a lot of fish.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Eddie. Eddie died in 2010. The year they moved out.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Edie. Open the window. Get a breeze.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story.
Oh my god.
Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Someone boating out there? No, that's the original house, isn't it? It might be. A couple of statues.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Wow, Mom. How about this?
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara is Sven's sister, maybe. Or niece? She was 16, I think. Barbara Finch. That Bigfoot? Oh, Grandpa Sven. What a bird. He's seen some things. Can't take you. Peep.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Not going in there, I guess. Someone glued the door
A
shut.
lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Now I gotta use a key
My
for
mom
both
wasn't
sides?
much
Alright,
of
I
an
understand.
optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Milton. He was 11 when he was presumed dead. Well, take me upstairs.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Where did you drill the peepholes at? So what a way to ruin the house. Oh, that's what she meant. Okay. Calvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and
He was in the
sealed
bathroom?
rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Gregory spent all of his time in the bathroom? He was a year old. Would have turned it into a bathroom, I guess. Sven, Halfstad, Finch, and Edie. Sven died a lot earlier.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
My friend Bigfoot. Barbara
Whenever
Finch.
people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
So she was an actress, a child actor. And then she died at the age of 16. Barbara.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
And she took her own life. Another floor? We ain't going
Mom
up.
must have
Maybe we are.
locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
Molly. She was
Molly
10.
always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Doesn't look like the average 10-year-old's bedroom from 1937 to 1947. Where'd you find a shark at? So is that pumpkin? Squirrels? Am I even under Edith Finch? I am. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Does he have a date on his door? No. He died in 2005. Okay.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Go on.
Turns out, my mom
okay,
was
my
really
bad.
good at keeping secrets.
Chapter
Now
1.
it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Was he part cat? Arururu?
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Reading what?
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Oh, her notebook, my bad. I went in past tense.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Is this Bart? No, this is
I
Molly.
grew up looking at Molly's room through the
Molly's
peephole.
gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Really? She had a gerbil and everything at the age in 37? Roka's Island calves.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom sealed the doors.
And then Milton came in and drew the cat ears. I got you. Molly Finch.
December
Number
13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
The gerbil?
The
How could you?
gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
She ate the whole carrot.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
We'll leave in a minute. Just want to see what's over here. Anything? Can I eat this starfish? I think I know how she died. Probably ate rat poison thinking it's dessert.
I kept eating and eating.
Don't eat the toothpaste. She's gonna eat it. You thirsty
I
too?
ate a lot of things that night.
Isn't that just plastic? I mean, maybe not like that mistletoe, but
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn
don't
swallow
eat the
going
bird.
back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
no kid. Maybe it's all the toothpaste you've been eating. Not gonna lie.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Is it okay? Oh. Speedrun.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. first,
I'm an owl,
all
go
I
back.
heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Lay off the toothpaste. Am I flying? I think I am.
Rabbits.
I'm not seeing a rabbit. Oh, they're done.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Yeah,
Then
kid.
I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
I know the feeling, kid. Just yeet.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
Imagine
Now,
being that
I was
driver.
hungrier than ever.
No one would believe you. Suzanne, I'm telling you, a shark came flying out of nowhere. You go down? Oh, okay.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Eat it. Eat it.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Back here. There's no salt water in this lake. Oh. Where are you going? I think I lost it. Oh, there it is.
I grabbed on tight,
There you go.
but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm a snake. Or I'm a tongue.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Did you eat Grandma Betty? Or Barbara?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Who died in this year? No one died when Barbara was alive. Not Barbara. No one died when Molly was alive. Except that guy.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
What do they put in their toothpaste?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. To cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Kids, am I right? Look at Molly's room. Where's the toothpaste at?
I got
there?
closer and
Okay.
closer. All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
They take her to like a psych ward after that. Close the book. So I guess the goal is to fill out each and every person. Listen, you're 17, you saw what the cat did. Get back inside. Okay.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though,
Alright, Grandma.
when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Lurpy. Oh my god.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Louis is your brother, the guy who was inside of the fishing company.
Her room was like a museum.
Odin.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
But we're in English. Was there more pages?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Ingeborg.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
But how that works?
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Get over it pretty quick, I guess. I understand. You lose everything. and then,
Whatever's
yeah,
wrong
you know.
with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Alright, Odin.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Is that me? I thought you had a cast on, no? You pregnant?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man
I'm a
living under the Finch
mole
house.
man.
My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Lake trip.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
The local gazette. All woman refuses to leave. Sven Finch.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
What a guy.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Ah, yeah. I guess. I've never seen one of these where it's Saturday and Sunday are both on the far right.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Me and
It was
Georgie's
a pretty
bedroom.
big trace.
Something in here? Oh, here we go. Secret in This Bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you
The
would
drawer.
look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Look at that. Too easy, I'm a genius. Who's these? Oh. Calvin Finch. April 25th, 1958. September 23rd, 1961.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Just chuck it, why don't you? Fort Calvin. Help. 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 Get me out of here. Fort Sam. Samuel's room. Calvin and Sam,
I
they
knew
were
Grandpa
brothers.
Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Right, I remember. Room that looks bigger inside of the peephole. Not gonna lie. Broken mirror. Alright, hold on. We need to finish up with this room. I think we might have missed something in the bathroom as well. I'm gonna go back. I think there should be a note. How terrifying. Should probably be a, don't go. Go back. A family history in each room, right? I'm guessing. Maybe I'm wrong.
I guess my grandpa didn't
Command
like
center.
history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
It helps, kid, if you use both your legs. Oh, you can. I'm an idiot.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
I think I know how George is gonna die. Right off the cliff.
Dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going
Jesus,
around
kid.
was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
maybe if the wind
I'm
hadn't
on
picked
this
up,
swing, Mom.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
He just, yeah, he did look off the cliff, didn't he?
I think he'd already
The
made
best
up
spots
his
for a
mind.
swing.
That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Trying to go to space?
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
I don't believe
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
The things that go through this family's head.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Let me just check the potty. Hold on. Hey, who was that? Gregory. I know it's the bathroom, but there might be something in here. Even on the toilet too? Really? Went all out. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Great mirror, by the way. No crouch. I'm not even sure what the achievements are. Nothing about behind you at all? No? Alright. Never mind, sorry I bothered. There's a secret in this bathroom.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Sure, cowboys. That easy. Alright, Barbara.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Her own action figure. Fan mail? No, I'm sorry. Stop. Get out of here. Really? You can't get rid of the birthday cake? You lived in here for 60 years? 70 years? I don't know when she
I
died.
never thought about how hard it must have been for
60s?
her afterwards. Of all the stories
Rifle
people wrote
stories.
about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it
America?
The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
I thought we were Norwegian.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all
Thanks for that.
washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
You never date the fans, Barbara.
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also,
thought it was on
I
air.
loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe.
Ah,
I'll be
look at
back
that.
in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Let me put the key back when he was done with it.
She found Rick's
Put him up, Rick boy.
crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, baby. Get him out of here. Let's think the 6-ball. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Oh! Okay. Phew, okay. Come on, come on. This is the 8-ball, come on. Close, close, no cigar. There we go. It's a win in my book, I say. 3 in the same hole. Top right. Achievement unlocked as well. Clear the table.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman Killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
I can see it happening in Washington. Easily. Yeah, works out. Get it out of here.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh dear. I didn't do it.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb,
His crutch.
have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding
I think he needs that, Barbara.
when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Hold on, Walter. Well, time break. I thought that was floating. We were gonna climb up there. We're gonna take the stairs. You know, makes sense. Go to Skellington. Didn't you just leave to the kitchen? Oh, you think you did? You just leave him. Whatever, it's only a flower. Alright, Walter. Get the mean as Irina's sister ready to smack down with his crutch.
Walter.
Put him up, Walter.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the Hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Really put up a fight, didn't he?
He was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
We've been inside Walter's room. He already has it open. Want some of this punk? That's right.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Little Molly's bedroom. Turn into a cat and you yourself out of here. Dig attack?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groan. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Song royalty free. Book's out of here. And he's gone.
The Hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
So welcome to my crib.
door. She heard whispering. It was coming
Look
from
way.
inside the house.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there
Just fantastic.
myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That's something I'll keep around the house, definitely.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Bigfoot real. Barb Street. I think we're gonna go to the basement now. I'm guessing.
I guess now I
doubt
know
there's
why
anything
Mom
else in
didn't
there.
like me playing with the music box.
Bunka gunga do gunga unka bunka do unka do bunka dunk. There we are. It's windy.
Mom said the basement was
It's
off
fun.
limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Alright, Sven, what do you got here for me? Where's your story at? Alright then, sorry I bothered. You're on our way.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Ricky in here?
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Generator. Near it.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Been a while you came back. Walter, 2005.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
So Melantone.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
Peaches. Or yams.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long
76.
enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
My kind of guy. Isn't the mole man?
And then one day, everything just stopped.
That's the day.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave. Well, I still can.
You everybody? Alright. Maybe they could attach an RV to the house. Alright, that's fine.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Calvin. It was Calvin. Calvin yeeted himself off the side of the cliff. What are you talking about? Oh, my bad.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
It's a mistake.
But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate
Dude,
all
you're in a
of it,
train track. Get out of here.
especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a
You
year
heard the train. Shaking your house.
or a month or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
How'd you write that?
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my
Walter.
mom was trying to protect me.
Alright then.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she
Tomato.
never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Family
I
really
don't
got
want to
along,
make
didn't
the
they?
same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of
Listen,
us
kid.
left, or maybe 2,
Maybe two.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made
Sorry,
it real.
wasn't there like a whole village here? Not a village, a forest there? Water! Alright then.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
My batteries, oh god.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Hold on 1 second. Good? Alright, we're good.